Hello and welcome back to the Icons of Sin. Chris.
Hello, my friend.
Ben.
Hello.
Mike.
Hello.
We have the most amount of people on this podcast ever, and it's live. It's all going to go horribly wrong.
It's still not live for me, to be fair.
Oh, it's live. I can see. I have faith that it's live. I've got 2 viewers, and it's 1 minute and 14 seconds in. I believe we're live. And that's all that matters. We believe that we're live, even if we're not.
Well, our last live stream went great. And
it went so well. We were about 2 minutes delayed, so everyone was telling us what to do in the game, and yeah, we'd already done it.
Yeah, I was trying to give you directions for like stuff that had happened 2 minutes in your past.
We need to do Discord. That's the problem. We need to move over to Discord so then you can see what's going on.
Yeah, I've got Discord set up.
I don't.
For next time.
But next time.
I think we're not going to move over to it now. We've just started.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I said, next time.
We are.
It is a while behind.
Yeah, we are still not live for me. Maybe live.
I'm gonna open this video. This is the most professional thing ever. Right, I'm opening the video on my phone to see if we are live.
Oh, here we are. Yeah.
We're live. We are live.
Oh God! I accidentally still had the audio on, so it was us repeating ourselves from a minute.
Well, there you go. We are live then, are we? Are we live? We're good.
My computer being a dickhead, but then again, I put it together with a hammer, so that's expected.
Yeah, that is to be expected. Anyway, let's start like we normally do. What has everyone been playing? Chris, what have you been playing?
I have been playing a lot of Age of Empires 2.
Mm-hmm.
Been playing Left 4 Dead with you.
Yeah, you did.
I still got a few more videos of that to come up because we recorded like almost 2 hours and I'll be putting them up in like 15-minute chunks. So there's a few more of them to come up. There's more to come tonight live on the Chon Games page.
Yes, indeed.
Selfless plug.
Hang on, I think I know what's going on here.
Oh dear.
I think we're live right now, but it's not synced up to the right video, has it? Or has it? I don't know. I'm confused. If people can see us, then it's fine. Whatever. We're here.
I can see us.
Cool.
We are a bit behind because
we're always behind.
Currently, you're just sort of staring at the floor on my screen. But,
yeah, that's fine.
Oh, as I said that, you actually looked up straight into the camera. That was freaky. Let's not do that. And I've also been playing some MapleStory.
Oh yeah, cool, man.
Yeah,
How are you finding MapleStory? That's a game I've never played.
Well, I used to play it all the time when I was back in school.
Mm-hmm.
They've added a load of new classes, but it's still the same like 2D side-scrolling platformer that I remember and love, and I'm having so much fun with it. I'm playing one of the brand new classes, a Pathfinder. I'm some kind of like magic archer. I don't use a bow. I use some kind of like artifact to shoot arrows, but it's so much fun.
Oh, I've not played MapleStory. What? It's like a cutesy. I like the artwork. It's like cute pixel arty kind of thing.
It's kind of like chibi anime art style, but yeah, it's a side-scrolling action adventure platformer.
Yeah.
There's a lot of letters that can go like MMO, RPG, JP, whatever. It's weird, but it's good.
Sweet, Mike. What have you been playing?
Well, I restarted Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh, do you know I've not played that at all.
On the PS5.
It looks great.
I got stuck on the side of a mountain and I couldn't jump up and I couldn't jump down without dying. So I thought, right, sod this. I'll restart.
Mm-hmm.
And just trying to finish off all the side missions for Witcher 3. Still.
Sweet.
Still playing that game.
That's a great game, though.
Witcher 3 is definitely been prominent on the Chon Games channel because of John. John absolutely loves it.
It's a really well-crafted game.
Yeah, and sort of in and out of popping into Cyberpunk and Diablo and a few other side of things, just when I'm a bit bored and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
How is Cyberpunk? Because I've not personally played it, and it's not been a game that I was like turned on to, but
it's very good. There are some really funny glitches, sort of AI glitches and collision problems and stuff like that. But
They solved the collision problem with other characters in the game by basically making them all ghosts. So you can walk through any character now. Like there's no collision with any NPCs anymore. You just walk through them.
But the cars will try to avoid you, but not enough. And then they'll still run you over, and then burp their horn at you.
Yeah.
Just for the fact that they ran you over. It looks amazing. The actual pitch, the effects of the visual effects of the whole game is amazing.
The thing that got me the most is like it's so immersive. Like it's one of the best, like most well-crafted worlds. I really enjoy just walking around the city. I really enjoy the way you talk to people, like just sitting down at tables, sitting at a bar, driving around in a car while having the conversation. Like you sit in the back of the car and talk to people.
Yeah.
I like.
It's like if you never played any of the other Witcher games apart from Witcher 3, and you just look at it, and then the whole world creation of it is amazing. How you can run around and go into rooms and just bars and order drinks and go to food vendors and create stuff and sell stuff and bother prostitutes and all sorts of weird and wonderful things. It's good. It is a really good game.
I think I lagged out. Are we on about Witcher now, or
we're on about Cyberpunk? But we can talk about Witcher if you want.
No, sorry. Just the way he said something about Witcher then. It's like my sound did lag out, so I wasn't sure what game we were still on about.
Yeah. No, what I was saying was the way Cyberpunk looks and the whole world creation it's as if you imagine never playing any of the previous Witcher games, and you just went straight into Witcher 3, and you see that world for the first time. That's how Cyberpunk is. It's a whole immersive world that you've not really seen in another game before.
Right, that was my bad. I lagged out and didn't hear any of that the first time. So
that's all good.
There's elements in the game that you can see which you are in other games, but you just haven't seen them put together this way before. And the way the whole game works and the mechanics and the character creations and the artifacts creations and the weapons, and it's
amazing
storytelling. It's quite good.
It's such a shame that they just didn't give it the time it needed and waited until the game was ready, because honestly now I mean I got it real cheap, which is the only reason I picked it up, but that last update they did, it's fixed a lot. The game is really good now. It's still got issues, but it's really good.
See, I got it on release day. See, I got it on the PS4 and the PC, both versions, and I didn't see any of these problems that people were YouTubing and talking about, because I was able to play it on the PS4 with no problem. I was able to play it on the for some unknown reason it just ran.
Well, that's good. That's great.
There's obviously a few bugs that you do in every game, no matter what nowadays. But
there'll always be bugs, no matter what game and how polished the game can be. If it's just come out, there's going to be bugs, and it's going to take a while to fix them, because they don't have the time to
the worlds are too big. Everything. They're way too big now. But funny enough, they did a really small update the other day, and it's the first time I've actually seen a T-posing character in game. Like as soon as I opened it, really? It's like they just did an update and it's broken it more. But never mind. You know,
well, as you were saying,
with Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, is it just getting steadily worse?
It's been getting steadily worse.
Oh no!
I tried it last July, so beginning of lockdown, and it was atrocious. The horse was uncontrollable.
Oh no!
He'd actually run towards problems instead of run away.
Yeah.
You know, it was just like ugh.
See, Red Dead 2, that has been on my personal watch list for games I want to play, because I've seen a few of my favorite YouTubers who are absolutely fucking hilarious play Red Dead 2 online, and it looks so good. But the only thing holding me back at the moment is my crappy graphics card. So as soon as I got a new one of them, I'll be playing
Red Dead.
Red Dead 2 Online.
I loved the first one. I thought the first game was fantastic. But I've not played the second one. Yeah, I will do.
It's got a really bad intro.
Yeah, doesn't it take
Also-
like 4 hours or something to actually get started?
It certainly felt that way. It's one of my current bugbears on games that they basically bore you to death with exposition before you even start a game.
Well, that's something we can get into.
This is why I couldn't get into The Last of Us.
Oh, really? I thought The Last of Us 1. I've not played the second one. I thought the first one, pretty good narrative. Quite enjoyed it.
No, but the starting area, it takes too long to actually get out of the city and start like exploring the big wide world.
I really wish like every game should just have a
skip button.
training wheels off mode where I don't have to go through the tutorial, because half the fun for me of playing a game is figuring it out. I'll figure it out. If I need to know anything, I will go into the key bindings and find it. It's fine.
Yeah. See, do you know what's funny? Because I'm saying this about The Last of Us, like it takes ages to get out of the starting area, but I'm a massive fan of Elder Scrolls Online, and the first 40 minutes of that game, you're in like a starting area.
Yeah.
But I think that's just me being biased about the game because I love the Elder Scrolls series. Apart from Skyrim, which always gets a lot of hate, don't like Skyrim.
See, I loved Skyrim.
I did too.
I absolutely adored it, and that opening scene. The
opening scene
come in,
is good.
I thought it was brilliant.
It was. The thing is, it was so good the first time, but now we've played Skyrim through so many times. That intro is. There is a mod to skip it.
I've only ever got 2 hours into Skyrim. I've not got further than that because there's just something about it. Like I really love Oblivion, and I really like Elder Scrolls Online, and I like Morrowind and stuff like that. But just there's something about Skyrim I just couldn't get into.
I get it. For me, none of them will beat Morrowind. Morrowind was the game.
Morrowind was the game.
God, I love Morrowind. But
I've got these games, but I've never played them.
Well, why did you waste your money on games you're not going to play, Mike?
I've got a whole Steam library of that, to be honest.
I mean, at least put 20 minutes in. Come on.
I got Elder Scrolls Online, and I played it for a little bit, and then it just I've just lost interest. It just didn't grab me enough.
Right.
We are not about to start shit talking Elder Scrolls Online because I will kick you from this Skype call.
You can't skip him. Yeah, I can. I'm the only person that can kick from this Skype call. Thank you very much.
So which are the games that get us shit kicked? Durs?
I'm not saying it's a crap game. It's just it didn't grab me to want to play it.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's fair enough. That's obviously
there's great games, but there's just games that sometimes it's just a game that looks great. Plays well, but you just don't want to sit there and play. You just want to play something else.
No, I get that, mate. But it grabbed Elder Scrolls Online grabbed me a hell of a lot more than Skyrim did, and there was so much hype about Skyrim. I was excited to play it. When I started playing it, I was like, "This isn't exactly what I want from an Elder Scrolls game." There was just I don't know what it was. Just the focus of it was wrong for me. But Elder Scrolls Online, that fucking really turned me on. I'm just like, yes, I'm more of this, please.
I've never played the Elder Scrolls Online. We're going to have a look at it at some point.
I think it's a good game. You just need to approach it the right way. As Chris knows, I approached it the wrong way and rage quit about half an hour in and refunded it.
What all three of you need to do is start playing the game and we'll play it together and we'll live stream it.
All right. Because the problem so the mistake I made, and Chris knows this, I think I've said on a previous episode, the mistake I made is that I went into it and I was like, right, I basically picked the worst class, and in fairness, they shouldn't allow it in the game if they can't bloody make it work. But I decided to play stealth. I was going to be a thief archer, right? Using stealth
does not work.
No,
it's all online.
Fundamentally broken.
That works in Skyrim.
But the problem was, you sneak works in the game. You can do sneak, so the sneak mechanic's there. But the problem is, you go in and you're like, right, okay, I'm going to stealth my way through the first cavern, right, the first cave, and you can. But while you're doing it, you're stealthing around while 20 other players just storm in and start and then the archery
I'm one of those players.
It's all fucking auto aim, and I despise auto aim. When I'm using a mouse, auto aim is like the devil, and I hated the fact I could like shoot like 4 meters above someone's head, and it would just somehow magically find its way into their face.
What was that infamous thing from years ago?
This on one of the icons, I know that.
I had a rant about it.
I was so excited that you actually tried it out, and then you came on the
like
podcast,
rage quit.
Fucking livid about it.
I'm over it now, though. Maybe we should get back into it. What were you saying, Ben?
There's some infamous World of Warcraft thing where they're doing all of this. Thing,
what's his fucking name?
Some name.
Leroy.
Yeah. That is one of the funniest videos. I remember when I first saw that, it was one of the funniest things. I don't know if it was staged, but if it was, bravo, because it is. Yeah. It was hilarious.
It's genuinely funny.
I used to follow one of the early YouTubers that was in a World of Warcraft thing, and the guy Leroy was he was AFK when they were doing the whole plan.
Right.
And he came back and literally just shouted his own name and just stormed in. It wasn't planned.
Was it not? That's amazing.
No, because he was just AFK. He came back, so everyone was there waiting, assumed they were waiting for him, so just fucking stormed in and fucked the whole thing up.
Hysterical.
It's so good.
Funny.
I watched that the day it came out because I'd been following them and their raids on World of Warcraft.
Oh, really? Nice.
That's like 11, 12 years ago, something like that.
It's a long time ago.
I was still in school. I remember that much.
Oh, it was a long time. That was when World of Warcraft was new, right? Or relevant, at least.
It was new, to be fair.
Anyway, we've been slowly getting around to this, but Ben, what have you been playing?
Sorry, mate.
That's all right, man. We knew this. This is the first time we've done 4 people. We knew it was going to take. We're going to do tangents. It's fine.
Yeah, well, me and you alone do tangents, and
Exactly.
now there's 4 of us. And now I'm going on another one. Sorry, Ben. What have you been playing?
That's right. I got talked into picking up the game Xbox Pass for the PC.
Oh yeah.
And it's the first month's I think it's $7.99 a month.
Yeah.
And we originally picked it up because we were going to play The Ascent, and we've been playing that. That's really good. We've had a couple of weeks off because they released a patch that completely broke everything.
Of course.
But it is, and we've already mentioned it earlier. It's basically sort of Syndicate.
Yeah, it looks very Syndicate-like.
It's Diablo Syndicate.
I'm down with that.
There's no one running around going wah.
Yeah.
Which is what I want from a Syndicate game, if I'm honest. Which is why Syndicate 2 never scratched the itch properly.
Syndicate Wars. You can go some in Syndicate Wars because you can take out
the entire building.
Yeah. Hello, Chon Games. Who is Chris? Is that you or is that?
I was just saying hi to the people.
Oh, you were just saying hi to people that are watching. Okay, that's fine. I was like, is that John or is that Chris?
No, that's me. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the Ascent looks great. I'm really down to play some of that. It looks fun.
Definitely recommend it. It's there are bugs but it's just what you want.
Yeah.
Mindless carnage.
Yeah.
Other than that, Recompile, which is
I hear
kind of
good
a 3D,
things about that too.
What's that? Yeah. I haven't heard of that. What's that?
It's kind of a 3D Metroidvania, but it's all based inside a computer, so it's kind of like Tron.
One of the best films ever made.
Yeah. Tron 1. And
actually, the first one. I have softened on
cartoon.
Tron Legacy a lot. Yeah, I hated it when I first saw it, and now I actually kind of love it.
The soundtrack is brilliant.
Daft Punk.
So good.
Yeah,
so good.
The cartoon they released as well. I can't remember what
Uprising?
That was
Uprising.
That's right.
Yeah,
really good.
That was really good.
That started getting really dark before it got cancelled as well.
Yes. That's why.
There's been 2 Tron animated series.
Has there?
Yes, I'm sure there has.
If
one before.
Okay, if there was and I was unaware of it, I'm surprised. But right. Awesome. I'll look into it.
To Google. I go.
But anyway,
go and find it.
So,
I'll find it.
Hello, Nuduck Prime. Hello.
There has been been more than 2 Tron animated series.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you go.
No, you're right. There is.
There you go. Thanks, Google.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm always on standby with Google.
Yeah.
Is anyone watching any of my sort of online habits with Steam or anything else? I tend to play a game, get distracted by life, and then never go back to it. Recompile, I didn't put down for about 4 days.
Dude.
What do you
it
do? You
was
actually have
good.
do you have a YouTube channel?
No, I don't do anything like that.
Okay, I was going to say. if
You
do,
are
I'll-
today, my friend.
Yes, yeah, no.
Oh,
I
and
do.
you will later when we because I'll be streaming us for playing Left 4
4
Dead.
Dead, yeah. We need backup, man. It didn't work
Yeah, no,
well.
we really do. We were
'Cause-
stuck on that level for about an hour.
It's a
As
lot
long
of
as you
fun.
need-
The
As long as you
AI.
need someone screaming like a little girl, you'll be fine.
That's
Yeah.
cool, man. That's,
Don't worry. Durs was like all cool and composed, and it was me screaming.
Ben, it has miniguns and cars, so it might be a recreation of when we played Payday.
Payday. Oh,
I love
as
Payday.
long
That
as,
was great.
as long as
Payday's
Durs
amazing.
talks me through how to actually live stream it, then we'll be all good. And I
It's
have a desk
fine.
now, so I won't be playing with my keyboard on my lap. And,
Oh, there's no
my
excuse
mouse.
for bad aiming today. This is good.
No, there is no excuse. I am sat at a desk.
Awesome, dude.
Proper desk. It's here.
I'm looking forward to it. Anyway,
My aim's still gonna be shit.
nah, so Chris, before we get into the topic we came here for half an hour ago, the reason Chris is struggling because Chris is a console gamer moving over to PC. So you've only just moved over to PC. You're getting used to.
When did I
the-
put it? Well, when did I get my PC working? Like 2 weeks
2
ago.
weeks
maybe?
ago, yeah, something like that.
And,
So
built it myself for everyone listening.
yeah. So you're getting used to using a mouse, basically. That's the issue, isn't it?
Mouse and keyboard because
Yeah.
there's like
on
the crouch button and the run button switches throughout games. Some it's shift for run, some it's control for run, some it's shift for crouch, and so
this
I
is,
get muddled up quite a bit.
You're touching on
I-
a pet hate of mine.
Oh dear.
It's a big thing for all of the game developers. So can you work out a standard gaming layout and stick to
Yes.
it, please?
Just
so I
all-
don't
all
have
get
to
together.
keep relearning them.
All get together, have a big conference, and just
For
decide this is the keyboard layout. We are sticking to it for every single game.
Or just
Yeah,
listen to
yeah.
me. I will post
Or-
it, and you
exactly.
can all just follow what I say.
Yeah,
All of you game
yeah.
developers, every single one.
Every game developer ever, listen to the icons right now.
Yeah.
Just
So I've
And
been
for
playing.
space.
Durs' word is law.
Apparently so. It is now.
So I've been playing Moonlighter as well, which I definitely recommend as well. But when you remap the configuration in that, and I've been playing it on a controller instead of keyboard.
Mhm.
When you remap it, there's some bugs in there. So because I've remapped it to Dead Cells, sort of, and if you move the basic attack away from the A key, you can't interact with anything in the game.
Oh,
It's like
yeah, that's a problem.
You're talking about bugs in game. When I actually unpacked everything, now I've moved back here. I had actual bugs in my keyboard.
Actual bugs,
Oh.
that's not good.
Oh, lovely.
Well, it's been sitting packed up for like almost a month.
Although that
press,
presumably means you have a proper keyboard and not some chiclet piece of crap.
Well,
You know, you got actual keys, not.
yes,
you know.
the keyboard and mouse I have was like £20 from Amazon.
That's
But
fine.
It's got RGB, so it's got to be good, right?
Yeah, if it lights up, that means it's good. Yeah.
No, it's my mouse kind of looks like it's got actual metal on it, and then you touch it and go, "Oh,
Oh, no,
that
that's
feels like
plastic."
it's from Aldi." Let's not.
Mike will tell you all about things that light up because Mike loves his light up setup.
Oh, yeah, I got a Christmas tree on my PC. it's nuts.
Chris came over the other day and I was like, that's my PC over there. It's just a black box. There's nothing, no
Yeah,
lights,
and
no
mine
anything.
Mine is this nice. I got this nice crisp white case with obviously a tempered glass side, but then all my fans have got RGB.
Everything's-
My RAM has got RGB. The motherboard has got built-in RGB on the back.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to put obviously all-in-one liquid cooler in there, which has RGB.
That's
And
what
when
we
I
got to see
posted
yours
when
with.
I posted the photo, Durs just reacted with someone covering their eyes because it's too light.
Oh, it was the bridge crew from Star Trek TOS covering their eyes from the light. Yeah. Nuduk Prime says that he's got a setup for Steam for his fighting stick that he uses for every fighting game. I guess maybe you can configure it for each game or set it for each game. Maybe.
There is somewhere in Steam because I know how to get it on the what was that called? Whatever the external Steam thing they produced a few years ago. I know how to get it it in there where you can set up a sort of default control layout.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know how to get it to it in the Steam client
Thing. Yeah. Interesting. Well,
Does anyone here have? Sorry.
no, go for
I
it.
was going to derail the conversation again. Does
Do
anyone
it,
here
man.
play VR?
Yes.
Mike loves VR. Mike has been threatening to bring his VR over to my house for years.
You don't like VR because you feel giddy. I'm guessing it's like watching 3D movies. It sort of throws you off.
No,
Mike,
I am.
Bring
all for
VR
it.
to Durs' house, and I'll meet you there. I'll bring the drinks. You bring the VR.
I'll bring the PlayStation 5 and the VR headset, and
All right.
we'll play.
Well, let's do it.
Blood Rush.
Let's
Is
do
that,
it.
is that a new
Blood Rush.
PS5?
I played that. At
Yeah,
my
that's a new
friend's
PS5.
years ago. That's
No,
the
VR.
one where you're on
PS5
the.
VR.
No.
That's the one where you're on the roller coaster, right? It's shooting the
Yeah,
zombies.
that's it. Yeah,
Such a-
it's basically it's horror version of Time Crisis on a roller coaster. And Durs would love to play that game.
sounds
but
fun.
In VR
Well,
it just makes it that little bit extra better.
Another game I want to play on VR because it's VR only. Is Arizona Sunshine.
That looks fun. That does.
That does. It's multiplayer as well. So as
Mhm.
long as you got like multiple VR headsets, which I'm planning to get a VR headset once I've settled back in and like found work back in Bristol because I haven't been here very long.
Yeah.
But yeah, VR headset is on the list under a new graphics card, a water cooler, and a second monitor. Oh, and a HDMI splitter because you can't plug in two monitors the same way you used to. Now the HD.
No, you plug
You
them both
if
into the
you
same graphics card.
if you get a decent graphics card, dude, that will not
Or
be a
if you
problem.
allow- yeah, if
Well,
you get
my graphics card is probably about the size of my hand and only has one
No,
HDMI port.
but you're
but if you
looking
get
to
a new
upgrade that, aren't you? So
Yeah, if
Yes.
you're getting a better one, then guaranteed you'll have multiple
yeah,
outputs.
I've got
I've been
sort of
looking at
four on mine, I think.
I've been looking at what's it, a 1060 RTX Titan, something like that.
that'll do
Yeah,
it.
that'll do it. That'll have direct port and HDMI on it, so you should be laughing with that.
Yeah, my graphics card at the moment is it's a GeForce something, but it's like the size of my hand. It's fucking tiny.
It was a 1050 something, wasn't it? I think. 10, somewhere
I
around
think
there?
it was like a
1050. Oh, it is.
Something
10,
like that.
1031i or something.
Okay.
It's a crappy little thing, but it was free from a friend. So.
Yeah, you can't argue with that. It plays
Well,
Age
no,
of
it's-
Empires Definitive Edition, which is the only game you need.
And
So-
I can play Left 4 Dead
And Left 4 Dead.
Warzone if I turn all the fucking settings down. But yeah, that was the last thing I needed to get my PC running. And my mate was like, "I've got one." Shit, but it'll get your PC running. And I was like, "Brilliant."
1060 Ti will be fine.
yeah,
but
that'd be
I
more
was
than
gonna-
enough.
They tightened the overclocked version as well because
Yeah, you. I mean,
I've
as long
gotta be
as
extra.
as long as you've got all your graphic settings down to like medium on some of like the AAA games and stuff, because sometimes they are a bit highly GPU intensive.
well, it's,
Then it'll run everything. It'll run any
some-
strategy
well,
game or
the
basic game.
graphics card I was actually looking at, the specific one, the overclocked one, it's about 500 quid. So if it doesn't run games that cost 40 quid, I want my fucking money back.
Yeah, fair enough.
I would.
If a £500 graphics card cannot run a £40 game, I am
And is it,
complaining.
did you say 1060 Ti or
I know
2080 Ti?
2080, I think.
I know it. Well, I know nothing about graphics cards.
Right.
Well, I know it was
If it begins with a 2, and it's got 4 digits, then yeah, you're in the right price bracket. But if someone's offering saying something with 4 digits,
No, that's
600
crazy.
quid,
no. I'm
Don't
going
bother.
to I'm going to like a like proper like I think I was looking on Scan or eBuyer. So
Yeah.
it's a it's a proper website.
Scan's good. Scan's really good.
But,
Sounds very
yeah, I think it was. I'm not sure what it was. I just know it was an RTX. It was GeForce, and it was overclocked, and it was about £5.
Nice.
Yeah, that'd be fine. Yeah,
That will
RTX,
definitely do it.
Anything RTX would definitely do it.
Yeah. Obviously, my computer tech, the guy that put together the list to build my computer, actually probably is in chat. Aaron, are you there?
Is Aaron in chat? Aaron, if you're in chat, let us know.
Yeah, he's the guy that put together the list. And when I put my computer together originally, and the like motherboard and the CPU weren't working, he actually this is how fucking of a good a guy he is. He offered to buy me a brand new motherboard and CPU just because his suggestion. Yeah, just because it was his suggestion, and it turned out to be faulty, and the guys wouldn't give me my money back. Luckily, I got it working. But literally, Aaron he was one of my first ever subscribers on Chong Games, and he's watched every single video. And yeah,
it's a pretty good friend, dude. Like, I think
an amazing friend.
I think Durs, you've got my last PC, I think, haven't you, or parts of my last PC? In there?
I've got bits of it in here. Yeah.
Bits of, still from the one previous.
Yeah.
I've upgraded from.
Yeah.
Still got water cool yours.
I won't bother water cooling this. Well, the next upgrade will water cool.
Yeah, well, I'm upgrading my PC again. So
does that mean I get to buy your leftovers? Excellent.
Yeah, you can have my.
I will graciously buy them off you. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, hold out. If there's a graphics card going in that, I might want to buy that.
No, I'll be water cooling the graphics card as well. So it'd be like a full.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna fully water cool my whole PC. So
just submerge it all.
See, I was looking for like an what's it called, AI something that all in one water cooling
all in
things.
one yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to do the proper.
Go Aorus or Corsair.
Yeah, I was going to go Corsair because they do a nice white one, and my fans are Corsair, and I got a nice white case, all white cables. I want to keep that nice.
Well, if it's all Corsair, then get a Corsair Commander Pro and plug all the fans and the IO into that.
I've got the like RGB hub and stuff.
Yeah, but the Commander Pro will control everything, including the IO, and you can run everything off of that. It'll make it a lot simpler for yourself to tune everything, so the fans ain't kicking up every 5 seconds and stuff like that.
To be fair, obviously I'm using the CPU cooler that came with it, the fan driven thing. I've got 2 intakes and 2 like outputs.
Yeah, as long as you're blowing out more than you're sucking in, then you'll be fine.
Yeah, that's a pretty good rule.
I hope so. Obviously, this is the first PC I put together in about 8 years, so.
I mean, it looked about right, and it works. You're on it right now, so it is working.
Yeah,
you know.
Well, obviously the fans that came with it had the 2 exhausts, which were black, and I had a 3-pack of white Corsair fans. Yeah. So I took the fans off the case where they were, put them in the front because no one can see them in the front, and put the nice white RGB ones in the back for the outtake.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it works. And what's it I'm running? I got MSI Tomahawk Max 2 motherboard.
Yeah, it's a nice one. Very nice.
Yeah,
I don't know motherboards, if I'm honest with you.
Me neither. I just know it because I can see the name through the glass.
Oh, okay. You're just reading the motherboard name. Okay, fine. Yes. I thought you were like, yeah, I got this motherboard. I was like, what, really? Dude, you were like 2 weeks ago, you didn't know anything about PCs. Now you're listing motherboards.
Reading it off the PC.
So anyway, let's you know.
Yeah, Karen.
I was just going to say we're half an hour in. Let's start the topic. But you, what were you going to say first, Chris?
I was just going to say I'm absolutely surprised that this PC is running with a CPU that was dropped on the floor because my dog decided to jump up on my leg when I was taking it apart the first time, and me literally, because you're supposed to slot CPUs in. pretty much fucking punched this thing in. I'm surprised it's working, but I'm glad.
I'm surprised, but CPU warning light on, but it is working, so that's something.
Yes, constantly. No, the light is on constantly.
So anyway, we were going to discuss gaming franchises that need to come back. So chat, feel free to join in. But anyone want to go first? A gaming franchise?
Willy.
Is that? I thought that was still going.
Just Manic Miner.
It's just it was Manic Miner, then Jet Set Willy 2, and then that's it. And because it was like multi rooms, maze type stuff. It really should. They could have quite easily done more and more and more of that.
It's one of the original platformers, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
It's Matthew something, isn't it? I can't remember what his name was. But,
oh, God, yeah, I can't think either.
I'm just Googling it. Matthew Smith.
Yeah.
So he became the Doctor, obviously, and that's obviously
that's
done
what
the
happened
rest
to
of his
him.
life.
He was one of the most prolific coders back in the day. He made some of the best games. Like, dude was a genius.
What, Matt Smith?
Not that Matt Smith.
Not that.
So you said
he's way too young. That guy's like.
You said he became the Doctor. I was like,
yeah, he was joking.
He was my favorite. He was my favorite Doctor.
He was your favorite. Oh, cool, man.
No, it's quite a generic name, isn't it? Unfortunately, and he's so back in the original days on the Spectrum, there was another game developer called Matt Smith, and it looks like according to the wiki page, he gave up in 1988 and moved away.
Sorry, if you just got some weird audio, Rox decided to lick the microphone.
Nice.
I don't know if you.
Hello, Rox.
I don't know if you picked that up, but yeah.
I just looked. I just ran up on Google and looked at the platforms it was running at.
Mm-hmm.
It's running on a Dragon 32 and an Atari 8-bit.
Yeah.
Jet Set Willy.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that.
Yeah.
Christ.
That's it. I would love it if a new Jet Set Willy came out. That would have my money. I'll give you that.
Can imagine. Can you imagine the graphics? It'd be like.
No, don't do new graphics. I want it like looking like a Spectrum game.
Yeah, but you could do like some of what some games should do. You've got an option. You can play the original or press a button and it plays it in like.
I love the games that have done that. They've been so good. Like the Streets of Rage 4, I think, does that. Command and Conquer Remastered does that. I love
Monkey Island.
Monkey Island,
Diablo 2's going to do it.
Two has that option, doesn't it?
Yeah. Diablo 2, whatever it is, which is coming out soon, they said they've had. That's it. They've had to add it because everyone's looking at it going, "Oh, you haven't improved it," and they're going, "Yes, we have. We've improved it loads." But they said nostalgia's done this really weird thing with it.
Yeah,
it was a lot better than it was.
I played the beta version of that. I got opportunity to play the beta version, and the spell effects, like when you're casting or putting down, hitting stuff, whatever, those were impressive. They were like all remastered, you can see, but everything else was like your full on. Back in release day of when we all started playing Diablo, blocky little graphics, blocky little movements, which is great, but
that's what I want.
Don't have the fancy effects of the spells. Then just have, you know.
Talking about game testing, I don't know if any of you have seen the adverts for Synced Off World. Is kind of like.
Don't think so.
It looks really cool. It's this like open world kind of Left 4 Dead style, like kind of co-op alien shooter. But I just off the whim because I saw the advert for the game and it looks really cool. So I applied to alpha test for it, and I literally about 10 seconds ago just got the email with the Steam code for the game for free. So,
sweet.
Yeah, I'm going to be alpha tested it. I hope to God my PC can run it.
Nice. So
I'm gonna be alpha testing a game, which is cool. If I can't record it, I can't stream it. That's a big no from them. But if I give like cohesive feedback, there's a potential to get paid for it as well. So
sweet.
I am gonna record it, but I'm not gonna release it until the game's out.
According
I
to
record everything these days.
According to Nuduk Prime in the chat, apparently Manic Miner had a really good Game Boy Advanced edition, which I didn't know about. Had all the
I didn't
old
know
levels and 100 new levels. Apparently, I've never played that, but
Oh,
I will track that down because I have a Game Boy Advance back there. So yeah.
Well, I just realised Steam bringing out the Steam Deck, aren't they?
Yeah,
So you could
pretty soon.
Yeah,
could,
that's gonna get confused with the Stream Deck quite a bit, I think.
Yeah, but you could quite easily emulate
Oh,
Spectrum
yeah.
games on that, and that's a nice handheld, nice decent screen.
Yeah, it looks like
You know?
what the Switch should have been.
Yes.
Hey,
Oh, I
don't slag
I
off the
do
Switch.
think-
The Switch is great.
No, the Switch is amazing, but
But now switch to OLED screens and
what's
it's
it?
really crap.
The Steam Deck looks like it's had like more thought put into it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Nintendo sometimes knock out consoles, but they do.
Not as much as
And
some.
we lose 10 subscribers.
10 whole subscribers. That's half of our listener base. Yeah, actually, we did actually lose a viewer just now. I think that's a coincidence. But,
I'm sorry.
one
sorry.
did just rage quit. Oh no, they're back. It's fine. We went back up again. they
Hey,
quit
no,
momentarily, but they came
don't
back.
slag off Nintendo.
Yeah. But yeah, so Chris, any a franchise you'd like to see come back? It's getting difficult these days because most of them have come back. The ones that I would have said, like a lot of the ones I would have said, have made a comeback.
I was gonna say Alien because their last few games were disappointing with obviously
Isolation is a
Colonial
masterpiece.
Marines. Apart from Alien Isolation, that was a fucking masterpiece.
Oh, that's a great game.
But like Alien Colonial Marines, because I know me and you have talked about it before, because we had such high hopes.
So
for that,
much promise.
It looked like the game we wanted. Being like Marines going and take on the aliens, and then just everything about it was like the gameplay was janky, the AI was
terrible.
shit. The
Yeah.
aliens wouldn't attack if you were in a certain place, and it's like this ruined it. But I will say the Alien versus Predator game was all right.
It was
not in the
okay.
multiplayer, that's why I said all right. I
It
didn't
didn't
say
live up
brilliant.
to the
No, but playing
original. I mean, the
as
Jaguar
alien-
version was pretty janky, but that first PC version back in 99, I think, that was amazing.
Oh, well, I'm on about the one that came out on the PS3.
Yeah, 2008 or something, somewhere around there.
Yeah, the campaigns were good. Like playing as
good
the
fun.
alien, I think they got that down to a T. Like
Yeah.
the movements, the transitions from walls to like ceiling, and that as the alien was great. Playing as a Predator, a bit janky. It took a bit too long to switch between like vision modes, and playing as the Marines was just a bit shit because you just got
Yeah, because
fucked
Marines are
constantly.
shit though. Really.
Yeah.
I
but
enjoyed the stealth of the
new-
alien.
Well, you know how much love I've got for that Alien game on PS1. I bring it up a lot. I've got
Alien
a lot of
Trilogy. Yeah. Chris is a big
Yes,
fan of
the
Alien
Alien
Trilogy.
Trilogy
Yeah.
But the new one they brought out, Alien, what's it, Fire
Team, I think.
Fire
Fire
Team
Team.
or something like that.
Alien
That
Fighting.
looks good.
That
Yeah, it does,
looks
yes.
amazing. When
I
it
think
came out,
I think that game's
when it-
going to be rubbish unless you're playing with like friends, and then it'll be amazing. I
It's-
think with
no,
friends
it's-
it's going to be a
it's
lot of fun.
from the videos, it's definitely, pardon me, it's definitely a co-op based game.
Yeah.
But when it dropped and I saw the trailer, I was like, oh, it's released. The first thing I did, open my bank app. I was like, oh shit, no, I can't afford it. Not yet.
No,
But
it does
saw
look
the
fun
trailer,
though.
and it's like, I'm sold. I don't care. The last few games have let me down, but I'm willing to try again.
Yeah, man. I'm up for giving that a go at some point. We should get some Fire Team going. Looks good to
Well,
me.
we got 4 of us. Isn't it a 4-player game? There's 4 of us here.
Probably. Well, we'll see how we get on with Left 4 Dead later on.
Oh yeah.
Ben, franchise.
My hopes aren't high.
Yeah. Ben, a franchise you'd like to see come back? Are you going with Syndicate? That was like your immediate answer with Syndicate right off the bat, but
Yeah, we've already discussed Syndicate. Yeah, I'd love a proper Syndicate,
so would I.
but there's a few, to be honest. I've been thinking about this, but I'm going to be cheeky and say Half-Life. 'Cause,
Yeah, okay.
We're never going to get Half-Life 3.
So
are
you're
we?
not counting Alex or whatever it is, Alex.
Alex, that was
Alex.
apparently Alex was really good, only in VR though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
want a
exactly.
proper Half-Life 3 is what you're on. You're
Yeah.
after.
That it doesn't require me to shell out £800.
I don't think
that's
that Valve.
a steep investment.
Valve are not that. Valve are not that company anymore. I think that's the thing. They're just not the video game developers anymore.
No, I have been looking at the Valve Index though, with full like finger tracking for every finger for the VR headset, but it's almost like £900. But
Jesus Christ.
I've seen
Yeah. I know
I've seen a few
who've got
people
it, and
use
they
it,
say it's
and
better
with,
than the Oculus, but
yeah, but I've seen a
It
few
should
people
be for a
justify the money,
grand.
can you?
and
Yeah.
with like full finger tracking, the amount more you can do in a game looks amazing. But yes, I would personally, when I've got the money to buy it, I am going to go and buy an Oculus because they're decent all round. Not many people have got that many complaints about it, and the Oculus Quest 2 is like £300 instead of almost £1,000.
I've got one, and I've got an immediate complaint. You got to have a
Okay.
Facebook account.
You what?
Oh, that's a problem.
You've got to have a Facebook account.
Don't Facebook?
Well, I do.
Facebook have got like a massive like portion of funding towards Oculus, though, right?
They own it effectively.
The one benefit you have got.
It's a good platform.
The one benefit you have got
It's
with
brilliant.
Oculus is that, of course, it is now being programmed by John Carmack, who is not even human at this point. So it's going to be good.
Yeah.
It's going to be good.
It is. Say, I bought it just before lockdown. So just prior to Christmas, 2018, I guess. Or was it 2019? I don't know. I'm losing track of the years
19.
anymore. 2019, yeah, before we went into lockdown and all that, and it's really good. I it's an Oculus One, not an Oculus 2.
Yeah.
See, I was looking at the Oculus Quest 2 , so it's one of the more recent ones. That's what I was looking at.
Yeah, and you can plug it into the PC now as well.
Yeah, well, assuming with the warning light on my motherboard constantly, I'm scared one day I'm going to try and turn it on. And it's not gonna
Live dangerously. Plug everything in.
Yeah.
Just go for it, man.
I've got keyboard, mouse.
It would cut the processor.
Yeah, just roll
Mate,
with it.
it's got bent pins and it's shoved into the motherboard by force. So I do not want to tamper with that.
I think you should never open that case ever again.
I don't mind changing or adding more RAM, adding the all-in-one cooler and a new graphics.
I think you might end up replacing everything when you start messing around with that. But,
I am not touching the CPU because I think it's a Ryzen 7, so it's not
dude,
bad.
that's a pretty good CPU, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
I got a Ryzen 9, so you're not far behind what I'm running.
Yeah, just 3 digits.
Well, Mike's ridiculous, so you need to bear that in mind.
And if you're putting an AIO in, then you're going to have to touch that CPU.
No, I have to unscrew the fan that's on it and
take the heatsink off and remove the thermal paste.
Yeah, that's what I'm about. The fan.
If anything, from removing stuff like that I've had experience with, now and again, the clamps for the CPU will not necessarily hold the CPU in. It can be pulled off attached to the heatsink.
But the key to that is don't try and pull it off.
Don't do this to me. I live in hope. Do not
It's fine.
say another word.
Chris, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, make sure it's totally cold. Don't do it when it's still when it's been switched on for about a day.
It warps though, doesn't it?
Heats into I can't words now, Mike. You've ruined me.
Well, if you get stuff, if you get
sync off while the PC was running, because I thought that might be better.
No. No, don't do that. I've done that. It don't work. It doesn't work very nice. It tends to explode in bits.
I think.
Oh, I'd rather not do that. I've got a dog. I don't want her to get blown up by my PC shenanigans.
By your stupidity, no.
I prefer to say PC shenanigans, sir.
All right, fair enough.
All my years of building PCs, I've had VRMs, pop, capacitors pop, CPUs pop.
I don't know what you're on about.
Oh, the smell of capacitors.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, that still haunts me.
Yeah, it's horrible.
I don't think I've smelt a capacitor in a good 10 to 15
I would
years,
say
but
decades
still...
for me since I've smelt a capacitor go, but
Yeah, exactly, and it just sticks in your head.
Yeah.
it's a distinctive smell.
I'm this clueless about PCs that I am still confused why my motherboard has a fucking watch battery in it.
That's the
Well,
clock.
That's a permanent clock and CMOS battery.
Yeah.
So you're constantly in.
They always die in old PCs and old tech. It's the first thing to replace.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically it just keeps the BIOS clock and everything going effectively.
Okay. I'm also half convinced that my motherboard is going to
It's
come away from the
possessed.
side of the case because I did. I figured out that I've used the wrong screws because it wasn't actually doing up. So I got the
Chris, the
power out
fact
and
that
put
this
it on.
thing works is an absolute
Oh,
miracle, and I
God.
don't think you should question it. You should just go with it, man. It's fine. It's
an
a
act of
blessing
God.
from
Yeah.
God.
It's an act of
Exactly.
I
Yes.
attached the motherboard to the case with a power drill.
What? Why would you do that?
That sounds really dodgy.
But it does work.
Even before we started streaming, I told you I have the most ghetto setup ever.
You do, but to be honest, we can't argue with your results. It's working, so
Yeah.
you've
I saw
got
a
there.
bit of smoke off the fucking computer then, but that just might be my vape.
Hopefully.
I've actually had a normal desk fan stuck to the side of my pet case with the side off. Before
Yeah, my dad.
Oh, I've done that.
before.
Do that.
Yeah, no, my dad did that before when the internal fan stopped working. He like screwed and duct taped a fucking desk fan.
No,
to the
this
side
is
of
just
it.
that was just to cool down the 7 hard drives that I had in the PC at the time. So
Yeah.
My,
See, this
backup
is what I need.
computer
I
in the
need an
box
extra
does
hard
that.
drive because I've only got I don't have any like SSDs. I've got that little.
I've only got one.
stick.
I've got
that
one
little
SSD
stick
for my
drive that goes
OS.
on the motherboard.
Yeah.
an
not sure-
M.2 drive. It's
what
called
it's
an
called.
M.2 drive.
Yeah. M2. That sounds familiar. I've
Yeah,
got one of
M2.
them, which
That's
is
an
1
M2
terabyte.
SSD or NVMe.
But I've got no actual SSDs. I've got nothing.
Well, it run pretty fast like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I want more
M.2
memory,
drives
'cause-
are horrendously fast.
So I
Games
use
people-
I've got like the SSD is just literally the only thing I've got on SSD is my OS.
Yeah.
Other than
That's
that,
right.
everything's on old school. Because I've got like 6 hard drives sitting around, so it seemed silly not to use them. So yeah, I just use those for pretty much everything.
Well, the way
I still don't even have a legit version of Windows. I still got the please activate
Say
Windows
that.
thing in the
No,
corner.
no.
Don't say that.
You've said
Ah,
that.
no,
You've
you
said
can
that live.
say that. You can totally say you haven't got a legit. you
He's
just
still
haven't
trying it out,
registered
Ben. He's not sure if he wants to commit.
He's
Still trialing it.
It's still got the activation
Trial it.
watermark at the
Alright,
bottom of the screen, so you can quite easily do that for years and years and years.
He's still not sure
Yeah,
if
do
he
you know-
wants
do you know
it.
what
It's
the
like
good thing about
WinZip.
that
It's not even
watermark-
that expensive anymore. You can pick licenses up like for about a tenner.
I
Make
know,
sure you get
but
Pro.
mate, I've
Make sure you get the Pro one.
literally
Oh,
just
yeah.
moved back to Bristol. I've literally ghettoed a computer together. I have no money at the moment, so
Oh,
that
that's fine.
£7 for an activation key can fucking stay in my bank right now.
Yeah.
It's right. He's still trying it out.
He's
Well,
lying.
the thing
He's,
is-
he's running Windows ME. That's what he's running, really, isn't it?
You know what the good thing is? That watermark doesn't show up when you record videos, though, which is amazing.
That's pretty good.
So Chris,
Yeah.
when you do, make sure you get Pro, not Home Edition.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
don't never do Home Edition if you can help it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
dear.
it does. It won't use half your cores. So Home Edition's limited on the cores it uses.
Yeah, basically you can get a really good PC and then just end up
Cripple it.
Kill it.
crippling it by
Yeah,
using
just having half of it.
a Home Edition of Windows.
And you got-
I think
you got
the
Ryzen
trial
7,
version
so
of
you
Windows
want-
I have is Windows Home.
That might be. I mean, so that it's probably not using all of its cores anyway. I don't know about.
It might be keeping it together.
Or it may be holding
Yeah,
everything
I
together.
don't-
That
the
extra
CPU
core
is
might just
using all its
tip it
cores.
over the top.
Just tip it over the
Blow
edge.
it
Yeah.
up.
I have every time I turn my PC off, I have to leave it there with a hot water bottle and a blanket, just so the thing doesn't fucking die on me.
So I'm trying to think of a game series to bring back. A lot of them have come back. A lot of the ones I used to complain about are back now.
Yeah,
Legacy
Soul
of
Reaver,
Kain.
dude. Soul Reaver's in the new intro to this show. We have a video. We have a clip from Soul Reaver. So yeah, Soul Reaver would be great. I would love. The trouble is though, they would never do it because I don't want a reboot. I want them to continue. I want them to continue the story.
I would like a Dark Souls 4. I know we're going to get Elden Ring soon, which is the same people. And
Dark Souls 4 is going to happen, though, isn't it? Surely that.
Well, no, because they even said that Dark Souls 3 was going to be the end of the series, the end of the Souls series.
Really? Okay, maybe it is. Yeah.
But
I don't know.
I would love a Dark Souls 4, because I know like Elden Ring is going to be like open world and Souls-ish because it's from the same people, and I am literally counting down the days till I can buy.
Is it going to be? Is it going to be like Sekiro or?
Have you not seen the trailer?
Bloodborne? I've seen it, but they're very Sekiro and Bloodborne are very different.
Yes, I never got into Bloodborne. I love the Souls series, but I never got into Bloodborne. Like Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. Like Durs will tell you how many ridiculous amount of hours I have in Dark Souls 3. Close to 2,000, I think, something stupid like that. And that's only Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 1 and I've got the most time in Dark Souls 2, and I've got 2,000 hours in Dark Souls 3. So I love the series. I've recorded and uploaded a playthrough all the games. I've live streamed them multiple times. I am on like my 7th playthrough of Dark Souls 3.
This is so my partner has heard me ranting at various people now that do. It's become a
By
bit
the
of
way,
a rite of passage
can I just
doing things.
Can I just interject to say that you will hear Ben ranting when we play Left 4 Dead in about half an hour, so get used to that. But anyway, continue, Ben.
I'm just
perfectly
hope
calm.
you're both Ben and Mike are they both know that they will be recorded. Well, we're going to go live.
We're going to go live. So. Yeah. Why record when you can go live?
Well, I can do both.
You can do both. There's no need. You can just download from YouTube after. It's fine.
I'm sure there's going to be a point in it. I'm sure there's going to be a point in it.
When we finish this, you still need to let me know how to get live, because I know there's a go live button.
That's the button you need to press. That one.
That's just it.
Yeah, and then
do I have to add everyone's audio in separately, or is it going to do like we did and just
do it? You can either do it right. This is. Listeners don't need to hear this, but you can either add it as the NDA thing through Skype individually, or if you get the you can just this show right now. I've just got all of you guys through the desktop because I can't be arsed. Apart from Ben's video.
I'll do that then. It seems easy.
Yeah, as long as you turn down the game audio, then you'll be fine. Like we did the other day when we did Left 4 Dead. They'll be fine.
Yes, because that was so fucking loud.
Yes, Left 4 Dead is obnoxiously loud, by the way, when you start playing it.
I'm going to go get a beer, by the way.
Go get a beer, because I'm drinking beer in front of you. Sorry.
I know. Yeah.
Well, I've got 9 liters of cider around me right now.
But we can't see it. Ben can only see me, so he's just going off of what I'm doing.
9 liters. Is it Strongbow or is it real cider?
Country Choice.
Is it real cider? Country Choice. That's a real cider, isn't it? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I take that back. So Strongbow.
No, I don't like Strongbow. I drink mainly just Thatcher's.
So this is a fact that I often bring up. So Strongbow used to have a disclaimer on the cans and the bottles that it was a cider flavored beverage, not actually cider.
Along with White Lightning as well. White Lightning.
White Lightning.
White Lightning is chemicals. That is nothing but chemicals. It's pure.
It's alcoholic washing up liquid, as far as I'm concerned.
You are absolutely right, my friend.
But I'll tell you what, when you haven't got a lot of money,
liquid, it tasted like washing up liquid, and it's just got you drunk.
Drunk quick.
But when you haven't got any money, it does work.
Yeah, definitely.
White Lightning, definitely. It's like 14-15% or something. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but then again, Country Choice is like 5.3%, and it's £4 for a 3-litre bottle.
And it tastes good.
It does.
Which is, the main thing. Ben, go get a drink, dude.
Go get a beer. Sorry,
I don't want to keep you. You disappear into your green screen background and get a pint.
Yeah. Well, it's just because the rest of the room's a mess as always.
Oh, it's all good, man.
Yeah, I saw a cheeky bit of quite a few guitars then when you moved. Your green screen faded away.
Ben is a musician. There's
Well, that's arguable, but
Hey,
you've done music.
doable.
You've done music. There's a film on Durs Productions with your music on it. I believe is a short film.
oh yeah,
Yeah, that's still out there.
that's really good actually.
I'm really
I'm
pleased with that one. That's really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a metal and hardcore bassist, so yeah, I'm also a musician to a degree.
I'm a complete hack. I hide behind a shed load of reverb and put a fuzz pedal in front of it. So
Dude, I think you do yourself a
hide
disservice, my friend.
I hide behind a lot of headbanging and energetic stage presence, so they don't notice that I'm shit.
I am just awful at all musical instruments. Useless. So
You are
that's me.
awful at all muse.
All
I can play a
muse.
triangle.
You could play the triangle.
I used to be able to play the recorder. I was thinking about that the other day. Does anyone actually? Can you imagine if you? This is off topic. Talking about going off topic. Has anyone ever played the recorder after school to where they became amazing, like the best recorder player in the
Come
world?
on, really?
Because
I
there must be, because it is a
fucking
legit
trombone in
instrument,
school.
right? It's a legit instrument. So are there people out there that are legit recorder players, and does anyone take them seriously? Because surely
the guy from Jethro Tull, doesn't he play?
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
He's got a
he's
flute,
on-
but I'm
on
sure
track.
he's
And
if
it
you can
was
play
on
the
it.
flute, I feel like you can probably play the recorder. Yeah.
And I think I'm sure I can't remember what his name is, but I'm sure the drummer Fleetwood Mac. Oh, it's bloody.
it's Fleetwood, Mac
Fleetwood.
Fleetwood.
Mac Fleetwood. Duh. Just put this way. But
Mick
he
Fleetwood,
plays,
sorry.
yeah, Mick Fleetwood. He plays the flute on Rumours album, I think, somewhere.
Yeah, the flutes. That's where they
Rumors.
go. They upgrade to the flute, which is a much more serious instrument.
Well, I played recorder and trombone in school.
Everyone played. I feel like everyone played recorder in school. Trombone's
Yeah,
different.
but trombone.
Yeah,
that was-
trombone. Yeah, that
See,
definitely separates you.
Trombone
wanted
sounds
to
like a
learn.
proper
I've always
instrument.
wanted to learn how to play the saxophone because I just fucking love how groovy it is.
Yeah.
love,
Unless you learn to play the song from the Lost Boys, then I don't want to know.
I would tell.
That's saxophone.
Oily Sax Man is the fucking future.
Yeah, exactly.
He came back, didn't he?
That's it now, Chris, challenge on.
He's in an advert recently. He's in an advert on TV. I'm sure I've seen some advert.
He was in a
with,
Gunship. He did some stuff with Gunship as well, didn't he? Gunship released a song with him. He came back.
Wasn't he Tina Turner's saxophonist or something?
Probably. By the way, a free plug on YouTube.
Not saxophone, bagpipes. I'd love to learn bagpipes
dude.
just because of fucking Ailstorm and how they put bagpipes with metal, and it's so good.
Aren't Ailstorm cancelled now? I thought they got cancelled the other week.
I hope not. I've got tickets to see him in December.
Oh, well, I think their lead singer's in trouble, but I could be
Chris
wrong.
Bowes,
Mhm.
he's always in fucking trouble.
But the kind of trouble that might get you, removed.
You can't cancel Ailstorm. They're Scottish. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, we'll see. But bagpipes is that's.
I'm living in hope, Durs.
I think bagpipes are a difficult instrument, though, dude. That's a tough instrument, I gather.
Yeah, there was what was it?
Ben, go and get a drink.
Yeah, go get a drink.
Durs, check your WhatsApp.
All right.
Check the picture I've just sent you.
For
Oh,
fuck's
dear.
sake. Okay, get my live reaction to this, whatever you've just sent me. All right. Anyway, continue. I'll look at it while we talk. Oh my god. Yeah, the dude. Wow, Jesus.
Put it in the Skype chat. What is it?
I can. I'll put it up. Are you watching the YouTube thing?
I am. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put it in here. You can't see it, dude. The guy. This is the guy from the Lost Boys. Keith Capello, something like that.
I know.
The dude
oily
is still.
sax man.
Yeah, it's funny, but the dude is still jacked. How old is he now? Look at that arm. That dude is amazing.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the YouTube.
Yeah, wait for it to catch up. It'll catch up in a minute. But
So we're just gonna have an oily sax man on there. For
oily
quite a
sax
few
man.
minutes.
Yeah, we just got off on a real tangent. But Nuduk Prime says that he would reboot
Oh wow.
all the Capcom games, Darkstalkers, Star Gladiator, Yeah, cool, man. There's a lot of Capcom stuff that deserves a comeback. I would love to see.
Mike, are you still there?
Mike's still there, of course he is.
Yeah, I haven't gone nowhere yet. Yeah, I'm still here.
Mike's here. He's here for Left 4
I'd
Dead.
heard you from a while, so I was like,
he's just waiting patiently, you know.
Just waiting for people to be quiet, then I can speak.
All right,
it's
time for Mike to speak. Go for it, Mike. Mike, you have the mic.
What were we talking about?
The topic is games that you would bring back, franchises you'd bring back, and the struggle I have is that most of them
not anymore.
Most of them are back. I mean, the ones I would have said a few years ago would have been Mech Warrior. It's back. We've got Mech Warrior 5 Mercenaries. It's actually a really good game now. I would say System Shock. System Shock is getting a reboot. Is coming out soon. It looks amazing.
It's got a reboot, but System Shock 3's vanished.
Yeah, I think they're just going with the reboot. It was 2 different studios, and I think System Shock 3 is dead. System Shock the remake, which I think has the original, some of the original people involved in it, which is interesting.
As long as Shodan has the same voice,
they have to use, or at least give us the option to switch between them, because that voice haunts my nightmares to this day.
Yes, it's so good.
So good. I'm also very excited, speaking of System Shock and their various rip-offs, I'm also very excited.
They do System Shock 2 as well, by the way. I love System Shock 2.
System Shock 2 is... I think it's an improvement. I prefer System Shock 2 to System Shock. But speaking of System Shock and its rip-offs, I'm a big fan of Dead Space. And Dead Space is getting a remake.
Dead Space.
They rebooted that Dead Space, haven't they?
Dude, I loved that first game.
I was just about to say Dead Space. The first 2 were amazing.
Yeah, they were. The second one's good. I didn't like the second one. I played through it. I didn't enjoy it as much as I did the first one. But going back to it, the second one's really good. It's really good. I went back to it a couple of months ago.
It's got that eye bit.
Yeah,
that eye bit is one of the worst things.
What I've heard about it, the remastered version, the story has changed.
That's fine. I think I love that. Like, I love.
Doesn't work. Even though the story works perfectly as it is, they've changed it, and they changed a little bit of the mechanics as well.
I don't mind that too much. Like, I really enjoyed Resident Evil 2 remake, where they actually, added to the story and added bits and pieces. I'm a big fan of that, so I'm all for it. But yeah, that's the problem. A lot of these franchises now are remade. A lot of the ones that I would have said a couple of years ago. Like, I'd love to see a new Ultima game, but it would have to be done by Richard Garriott. That's, them's my rules. Because I'm sure EA will shit out an Ultima game before too long, but, I would like a proper Ultima game. That would be cool. Yeah, Syndicate was going to be my first one. Ben already brought that one up. That was going to be my number one choice. I know that my fiance would absolutely love a new Sonic Adventure. Like, not any of the crap they've done since, but the first Sonic Adventure game, do a decent.
Yeah,
Sonic Adventure 3 would be awesome.
I'm not too sure about Sonic, to be honest.
Huge. It would be nice. Yeah, maybe. I would love to see some Star Trek come back. There was a period when Star Trek games. Good. Yeah, I've not played Bridge Cruise VR. See, I need to get on the VR. But there was that glorious period of Star Trek games. I have to bring this up because Jason, by the way, who is at a wedding right now, otherwise he would be listening to this. He always loves the Star Trek game, so I'm bringing it up for him. Star Trek. There was this perfect period of like 5 years. Where Activision had the rights to Star Trek, and we had like Bridge Commander and Elite Force and all these great Star Trek games. Armada, the strategy games. I'd love some of that to come back.
I've got that. I got Armada.
That would be cool.
It's weird though, isn't it? Because there was a time where you used to get Activision on any game, and you would live in absolute fear.
Yeah, nowadays, yeah. I miss the days when I used to be able to walk into a game into like Virgin Megastore or something back in the day, and you'd be looking through your games and you'd just be like, if it's by Interplay, or LucasArts.
it's
I know
Bethesda.
I can just buy it. I can just pick it up and buy it, and it's fine. I know it's a good game. I don't even need to think about it.
There's who did Black and White?
That was
British
Bullfrog.
Bullfrog.
Oh, sorry, Lionhead.
Lionhead.
Yeah, it was after Bullfrog.
But
yeah.
you think that was an AI driven game, one of the first, because the creature
Machine learning, isn't it?
Black
Yeah.
and White 1 and Black and White 2 here. Black and White 2, I don't think is as good. The first one, amazing game. Amazing game.
But the creature developed according to what you did.
Yes, and
So
it worked really
imagine
well.
What we know now. Imagine what we know now in programming wise. What we could create the same game, but what the creature would look like with what we
Dude,
can do. With,
like-
it would look amazing.
This
If
is
you-
why
if
we
you
need a
think
Star Wars Bounty Hunter remake. We need it.
Chris is like
think
obsessed with that game.
If you think that what was his name, Peter Molyneux?
Yeah.
He basically got he was sort of early day cancelled.
Yeah, he was cancelled because of
Civilization,
Fable
wasn't
the
it?
Journey. Fable the Journey is
Yeah.
what killed him.
Because of
But
the big promises he was making. But
Fable
then you think
crippled
of
that
No Man's-
company.
Fable 1 and 2 are brilliant. Fable
They are,
3
but they killed that.
and-
They killed Lionhead. They killed that
Yeah.
company, and it meant that they couldn't develop anything but. But Peter Molyneux, I will never say it, but I mean, he has done some
Just
shit.
after
But my God, his like theme park syndicate,
Dungeon
Dungeon Keeper,
Civilization he did?
No, I don't think he did
Populous.
Civilization.
He did the
Civilization.
He did the first one.
No,
He
they
did
didn't.
You're thinking of
I
Sid
think-
Meier,
No, Sid Meier.
Sid Meier, that's the one.
which is
that's what I
also
meant,
another genius.
Civilization 1 and 2 basically killed my education.
yeah, yeah. Because Gandhi nukes
Age of
people.
Empires 2.
Oh yes, now there's a franchise, and that is coming back. Right, we're getting a new Age of Empires soon. We'll see what
Yes.
that's like.
But I didn't like
Three.
three.
No, I didn't
and
either.
No, I just didn't like it. They
Peaked with the second one for sure.
yes, and then obviously the Conqueror's add-on was absolute fire, so that was good.
If we're going on like strategy games like that, then Settlers series.
Mike, that's not what I thought you were going to say.
Yeah, well, Settlers would be awesome.
Settlers for
I love
sure.
Settlers.
But Mike, what other strategy game would you bring back? Because I know it's in the back of your mind. Say it for me, Mike. Say it for me,
Oh,
Mike.
there's so many. There's so many. Like
It begins
Command
with
and
T.
Conquer,
It begins with
Dune.
T.
Begins with T.
Yes. Or S. Spiritual
not working.
successor. Oh, Total Annihilation or Supreme Commander.
I
Oh,
thought that earlier. I was thinking that earlier,
Yeah.
and then the conversation went down one
It
way.
went the other way. Yeah.
It went the other way. Yeah. Oh, Total Annihilation. Total Annihilation 2, when you can add in your own mods and models. Oh, that was brilliant. I loved it. I had the Transformer mod. So I thought, oh, it's brilliant. I had Optimus Prime.
Do you mean
and-
Supreme?
and,
You mean Supreme
right.
Commander 2, I think.
No, Total Annihilation.
Total
Yeah,
Annihilation
the-
2 was Kingdoms. That was like medieval, wasn't it?
No, you had. I'm sure it was. Yeah, you could add mods into it.
Maybe you can. Maybe I don't know about that. But
I definitely have just thought of another series
Oh,
that
go on.
needs to make a comeback.
tell us.
Prince of Persia.
Ah, yeah.
Right.
Oh,
I
Pitfall.
that yeah, Pitfall. I'd played the shit out of a Pitfall game
man,
if it came
Pitfall
back.
on the Atari.
Uh-huh.
Oh, me and Mike are old, so we'll remember it on the 2600.
yeah.
Well, and you know, our family didn't have too much money as a kid, so I played most of the games you guys played anyway.
Well, that's it.
No,
Yeah.
but Prince of Persia needs to make a
Prince of
comeback. That's
Persia,
only-
I thought they did such a good job with that reboot. That Sands of Time game was really fun.
Well, you on about the one for PS3? That was shit.
No, I'm on a no.
No,
See, Prince of
there was
Persia for
PS4
us
remaster.
is like a 2D side-scrolling platformer.
Yeah.
See, Prince of Persia that I'm on about is the PS2 version.
Yes, the Sands of Time,
The
yeah.
two. It's not the two towers. Two thrones.
Two Towers.
Yeah, that's Lord of the Rings. I'm
that's
thinking
Very
Lord
of.
of the
relevant today, isn't it?
Yeah, no, sorry. I was just looking over and I saw my King Aragorn's sword, so I thought two towers.
Yeah,
so
that
Prince
Sands of Time
Persia.
game's great.
The two
I'm not
thrones
sure.
was
there any of them that were? I don't remember playing any of them that were that bad.
I only
the
played. I think I
PS3
played.
one.
The
Warrior Within.
The
Yeah.
PS3 one that they tried to like bring it back was shocking.
I've not played
Which
it.
one was that?
The PS3 one. I don't know the
I'm
name.
sure I played it, and it
bad.
wasn't that
I don't.
bad.
It was that bad. I didn't even memorize the name. It's
Oh, it might be Prince of Persia 2008, the reboot.
Yeah, it was,
yeah.
I
think
enjoyed it, but I know what you mean. It kind of felt like you just kicked out everything you've
Yeah.
done.
Let's just ditch everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was,
Oh,
I
Sands of
reckon
Time
it was
remake
obviously 'cause
2021.
it came out obviously when the PS3 was launching, so they tried to kick out a Prince of Persia game for the PS3 kind of. It wasn't quite the launch; it was like a month or so afterwards. But they tried to kick out a Prince of Persia game for the next gen console, and they just completely disregarded what everyone played the game for. It was
Oh, damn. Do you know my pet
It
peeve?
was-
I have a
and-
stupid pet
it was
peeve for
kind of a-
Sands of Time.
yeah,
It's
and
like,
then Assassin's Creed came along and did everything Prince of Persia should have done.
oh,
Well,
I can start.
Until you got to AC3.
Let's
yeah.
start an argument
Hey,
because
let's-
Ben really doesn't like Black Flag. It's like Chris's
sure we've
favorite
discussed
Assassin's
this.
Creed game.
Excuse me.
It's not. It's not. Assassin's Creed 2 and all of the extras for Assassin's Creed 2.
You know,
They're the best
we
ones.
were going to back up to the fact that you don't like Black Flag. We are not moving on from this yet.
Oh, no, I don't dislike it. I
Already
just
back on
got
his words already.
bored. I got bored of it. Assassin's Creed
You
3
were
is
bored
the
of
game.
pirates?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
No, I actually thought Rogue was better because it was much more concise
Rogue
Uh-huh.
and
was
got
better.
to the point.
Yeah.
But Assassin's Creed 3.
I'm getting as close to the microphone as I possibly can.
So Assassin's
What is
Creed
wrong
3
with you?
got taken out of the Xbox 360 and literally thrown out my back window. I find it that bad and so buggy. Talking of buggy games,
Oh
that
yeah,
was so bad.
yeah.
Literally,
I
you'd
think-
say get on the horse and you'd run round and round and round and round in circles
And not
with the
gloss
horse.
over the fact this Assassin's Creed Black Flag like that.
I love
It
Black
was good.
Flag.
It was
I
all
love
right.
it.
It was all right. And I
Say you love
finished
it, and I can move on.
We need Chris to back away from the mic, so let's just all agree that we love it.
Oh,
I shouldn't have started this argument. I knew I couldn't resist because
It's alright, my face was completely up to the mic then.
I know I
Oh,
could
good
hear it.
job.
Yeah,
Sounds
but
like
Assassin's
you're
Creed
obsessed-
2 was better.
Sounds like Chris obsesses about Black Flag like I do about car movies. I gotta have decent car movies. Just because it's got a car and you see it for like 5 minutes or so, doesn't class it as a car movie. Like Drive,
Right,
is it
yeah,
Drive
but
or something
in
like
my,
that?
in my
Dri-
spare
don't
time
you
for
dare
fun,
slag off Drive.
I like to dress up as a pirate and go out. For
Yeah,
fun.
my Chris is obsessed with pirates. That probably helps.
Yes.
Probably helps.
If I hear another
The shit mechanics
if
is
I
great.
hear another bad word about Black Flag, I'm gonna come incredibly close to the microphone again and really
Well,
annoy all.
it's all right
we-
because
can
you
we
can all
mention
shoot each
the-
other soon in Left 4 Dead.
If you go down, I'm
I'm just going to cause a problem here then, because the problem with Black Flag is the damage done by Assassin's Creed 3 on the modern day story, where they basically they took it out the back and did a modern day George Lucas and Steven Spielberg on it, and murdered the plot. And Black Flag had to try and pick the pieces up, and it didn't.
I'm playing it for the pirates.
I've got to be honest. I didn't care about any of the present day future stuff in Assassin's Creed. The
What,
quicker
not even 1 and 2.
the quicker they ditched it, the happier. I wanted like. I got really, especially with Assassin's Creed 1, which I think is the real one that bothered me the most, was like I'm having fun in this setting and you take me into this
now you
boring
take me out.
future room and I just stand in a room reading messages.
Oh, that-
like just send
I
me
spent
back
ages
to
in
the
that room
game.
just trying to figure out. Yeah, I wanted to get. I couldn't wait to get out of that bloody room.
Yeah.
I spent ages just trying to figure out.
Staring at all of you in Skype intently for one of you to badmouth Black Flag again.
Hey, I'm not bad mouthing Black Flag. I Black Flag is great fun. The only
don't
gripe
own it. It's the only,
So come on,
it's the only
Chris,
Assassin's Creed game I don't own.
I've got one gripe with Black Flag, and I know you agree, Chris, and that's that you cannot steal the other ships because I want to upgrade my ship.
I'll give you that one.
That's it.
I'll give you that one.
No, I love it. I think it's great. It's great fun.
Well, you steal them, but they don't become your ship.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Pirate dream. It lets me live out my pirate dream, and if you disrespect it, I am not going to be happy with you.
Don't stamp on Chris's dreams.
Oh.
I literally have a box full of swords, knives, throwing axes, and stuff. Do not disrespect Black Flag. I will come for you.
Yeah, but you can't throw them that far. I mean, Ben lives in Bristol, but he lives far away from you in Bristol.
He's moved back to Bristol. I'm now worried.
I think you must be still waiting for Skull and Bones then to come out.
We were both waiting for Skull and Bones. I am really excited for Skull and Bones if it ever releases.
I signed up for the beta for that.
Yeah, well, that'll be in about 2025.
And to say, what was the other one? Beyond.
Sea Life?
No, it's called
what's the sea one?
Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
Sea of Thieves. No.
Is that any good?
Apparently, it's very fun if you've got friends to play it with.
Friends, yeah.
Oh, I might have to stick that on the list.
I wasn't into the art style, so I couldn't get into the game, even though it's pirate based. And I know that this is going back on what I literally just said.
You hypocrite.
Well, Skull and Bones was first announced at the same time, Above and Beyond.
I see what you mean.
Above Beyond Good and Evil.
Oh yeah.
Me and Durs have been looking forward to Skull and Bones for ages.
Those two games come out, got released, got announced at the same time, and they've been in development ever fucking since. I can't believe it's taken so long. I mean, if it comes out and there's no bugs like Cyberpunk. I mean, it did actually get announced before.
There's going to be bugs.
It did.
There's going to be bugs.
So you can imagine how good this game is meant to be, and how much people are anticipating for it. If it fails, it's going to be a nightmare for whoever when Ubisoft released it.
If Skull and Bones, when it eventually comes out, if it flops and is full of bugs, literally my pirate heart is going to be broken.
It cannot be released that broken. I mean, this game has been delayed for so many years now. Like, there's no way.
I just want to backtrack.
I swear,
I've just read the...
every 3 podcasts we talk about Skull and Bones, and how it's still not out yet.
Ben, what are you backtracking about?
So, New Doc Prime has said, I even like the Prince of Persia film.
I'm not sure I can accept that as an answer.
I am going to back him up on that.
Really? I've not watched it, so I can't say either way.
I quite like.
Why would I watch that?
Film.
Is it actually good?
Yeah,
I like Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah.
He's a handsome man.
It just runs with it. It just doesn't take itself seriously. It's a really good Sunday film. It's not as good.
Ben,
but
it's Sunday tomorrow. So
older,
if you're suggesting, then I'll give it a go.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it on as par as something like Jason and the Argonauts, but it's one of those movies that
it feels like it, doesn't it?
Really?
It feels like it feels like
that sort of film.
It feels like that sort. Yeah, it hasn't got the animation of that, but it does feel like that. It feels really good.
Isn't Jason the Argonauts like a fucking 70s film with like really bad?
Dude,
Don't say bad.
Hey, hold on. This chat is about to descend into a pure argument now. Chris,
you don't say anything bad about the Ray.
Chris, we've backtracked on I know we had the Assassin's Creed Black Flag talk, but there's no need to get personal. Come on.
No.
Come on.
All I was saying about Jason the Argonauts is the really bad skeleton animation.
Dude! Dude!
Okay, I stopped right.
It's incredible. That's some of the greatest stop motion of all time. This is a generational podcast right now. We've got the generations coming on.
If you want to go back even further, then you got Quatermass and the Pit.
Yeah.
Which has got the same animation. It's got Ray Harryhausen's animation for the creatures in that.
For the bug creatures,
that's all my time though. I vaguely remember Jason and the Argonauts, but that's going way past my time. Dude,
it's a great movie. Jason and the Argonauts is a classic.
That's
a Sunday movie if we're talking about Sunday movies.
About 69, I think.
Yeah.
Jason
so it came out 69, and I remember it, and I was born in I was 60. See, I was born in 94. So
yeah, there you go.
30 years. Yeah.
So, you know, a couple of years after the film was made.
Mike, I'm gonna say I think for like I can't think of a better game to bring back than Black and White, dude. Black and White is a hell of a choice, man.
Just thinking about it, I mean,
that was a nice save from the like impending
I'm
internal fight.
just change this subject.
Yeah, let's get off of movies quick.
This isn't
Yeah,
the
you've got
movie
a
show.
different podcast
The Movies
for
Made
that.
Us Do It is a different podcast. If you want to join me and argue about that on there, although
yeah.
I think I'm pretty sure
The
Matt will
Icons
back us
in
up on
the-
the Jason and the Argonauts.
Movies Made Us Do It. Jason and the Argonauts riot.
There won't be a riot because that would be me, Ben, Mike, and Matt against you. I don't think that would go well.
As long as I don't shit talk Black Flag.
Yeah, we
We'll do that as well.
I like Black Flag. I like Black Flag for the
Ben, I
record.
quite like you. Don't push it.
No, Black Flag was fine.
You said, it's a lot of the
problems.
problems in Assassin's Creed 3 that it kind of was stuck with and had to deal with. Fair.
Yeah.
I get that.
And
I think as a sandbox experience, Black Flag is great. That's
it
how
was
I
a bit
see it.
too long as well. It's one of the lengthier Black Flags, lengthier Assassin's Creeds as well. Which
There's more to do in it.
I didn't need. Well, I suppose as a pirate, you wanted more to do, but yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get on to the
my
next
Black Flag agenda now.
So before we head over and try Left 4 Dead as a team, I will catch up with some chats because Nudit Prime also said that he would bring back Primal Rage.
Who has a dog? Who else?
Yeah, that's my dog.
Everyone apart from you both have dogs, right? I don't think me and Ben don't. I have a cat. Ben has a cat.
Cats.
Number of cats. I'd play a new Primal Rage, especially if it was claymation. Still, I'd still want it to be claymation. That would be my rule with Primal Rage coming back. But yeah,
I think this is
Chris won't like that though.
Longest. I won't like. Wait. See. Sorry, I had to tune back. I was doing something. I had to tune back in. Then it's like, is he shit talking Black Flag again?
No. I was mocking your dislike of stop motion.
Oh, okay.
I can't. Yeah, this has become a generational podcast. This is amazing. But everybody, I think this has been fun. We've had some suggestions from chat. We've come up with a few of ourselves. Good stuff. I would throw Silent Hill into that mix. That's the only series.
Only if it was
But
done
Team
properly.
Silent.
Yeah, if it's done properly, like Silent Hill 2, that was good.
Yes, I would want
Silent
Team
Hill's
Silent
peak.
back together, and they are back together, right? They're making some new thing, but if they could come back and do a Silent Hill, I would be very happy. But yeah, I mean, Syndicate, I would love to see a new Syndicate game in the classic vein of Syndicate. Black and White would be amazing. Prince of Persia would be amazing. All good suggestions. But the good thing is, we're in the lazy era of video games. So, in all honesty, they'll all probably be remade before we know it. So, it's all good. But we're going to end this stream. Give us a few minutes. And then head over to Chon Games. CHON Games. And we will be playing Left 4 Dead, won't we, Chris?
Well, we need to get past this level.
Yeah, we're stuck on a level, and to be honest, it's got to the point where it's like the AI is not going to cut it. Like
it's not like we weren't.
We need
trying
other
either.
players, not because the AI. We're talking Left 4 Dead 1, and the AI is thick as shit. So we need other players who could actually play a game.
You've met me and Mike, haven't you?
Yeah, man.
I'm not sure we're gonna help.
But it'll be hilarious.
No, trust me, you're gonna be better than the AI. Trust me.
How dare you put down my gaming skills? You've seen me play.
Yeah. Mike's a good aim.
Although, I will say,
Mike's
if I hear
amazing
another
game.
word about Black Flag, if you get downed, I'm gonna leave there.
Just leave them to die.
That's gonna be it. I'm just gonna shout Black Flag whenever I die.
Well, no. Because I'll run up to you and I'll be like, say something nice about the game, and I'll pick you up.
It's got pretty good graphics.
Right, you're saved.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you for listening. Thank you for contributing. And if you fancy joining us over on Chong Games, we will be playing Left 4 Dead in probably about 15 minutes. You know, need a toilet break and all that stuff.
15 minutes, everyone can have a toilet break, smoke, whatever they need, because I definitely need a smoke because my vape has died. So.
Well, that's all right. I'll hang about in chat, talk to Ben and Mike.
We're going to keep the Skype open.
We're keeping the Skype open, absolutely. But we'll be back on Chon Games.
One of the longest podcasts we've had in a while.
Me and you, yeah. I mean, me and Daz used to do those 4-hour let's talk about the whole Command & Conquer series from beginning to end.
Ours is a bit more laid back.
We're way more laid back now. This has been a fun chat, though, guys. This has been good fun.
It's been nice having
we'll do Mike this again.
Oh, burps. Oops.
That's that cider coming back on you.
Yeah, it is.
That not
it's
strongbow.
Nice having Ben and Mike on now. It's
been good.
Give it a different dynamic to what is
normally the case.
Yes,
it's good fun. It's good fun. But yeah, if you want to come join us over on Chong Games, we're going to switch channels because Chong Games is kind of Icons of Sin is half Durs Productions, half Chong Games. So we're going to head over to the Chong Games channel and play some Left 4 Dead. In 10-15 minutes, we'll be over there. So
yeah, we're kind of like
join us.
Joint channels at this point. We do a lot of obviously you came on for Minecraft. I come on for Icons every other week. It's a collaborative
synergy. Yeah,
synergy.
It's all good.
I was avoiding using that word because it just sounds so.
No, let's go full manager speak. It's great. Everyone loves that.